It's futile! Over here! Let's get things started.
Hello. Today we're going to be going over this week's update on the weekly reset. First off, I want to start this video by saying thank you for the massive support on the last video. The Ultra Gogeta Blue revisit against Ultra Gohan. It is currently sitting at 11,000 views with 300 likes and 50 comments. That is my best performing video ever, and it was all done in 3 days. Thank you so much. That video alone gave me like an extra 100 subs. So I want to start this video off by saying if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing and leaving a like. Thank you so much again. I hope that we can continue to see this kind of growth in the rest of this year. Let's go have a look at what we have to start with. Oh, spoilers for the next video. We gotta go down to... there. Of course, it's a couple hours after reset. I forgot to record this video. We got a new free-to-play blue Super Broly in the Fury state, or Wrathful, whatever you want to call him. Let's have a look at him. He is blue, which is unfortunate. Green Gohan does exist. His stats, oh, he's a range type, 260 to blast and 250 to strike. We gotta take away 13,000 for each stat because of arts boost. So that's like, what? That's like 240 to his main offense? But his defenses are looking pretty good. I don't know why his offenses are so low. Normal strike, normal blast. Of course, his tags are normal as always. No blast armor. I mean, it wouldn't do anything, especially in this meta. Blue card is the Anger Shout, can teach. Deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation. 30% to blue card damage for 10 counts, and applies attribute upgrade minus 20% to enemies cut effects for 10 counts. Seems alright. Nothing crazy. The green card draws a blue card, next activates once, 50 key, 30% to blast damage for 20 counts, cancels your debuffs, and inflicts the enemy with plus 20% to damage received for 15 counts. It doesn't say that that can't be stacked. So if you just have a full hand of, like, greens, the enemy's just going to be taking an additional, like, 80% damage received for 15 counts. Which is crazy, because then you can just go for a quick attack, and even that'll probably do good damage. And it's a buff that applies to the enemy. Like a debuff to the enemy, not just a buff to Broly. It's not like, oh, 20% to next damage inflicted. No, that's actually, like, a really good green card. I actually like that. Main ability, Roar of Vengeance. Draws a blue card next, restores 50 key. 30% to crit rate, kind of useless. Crit rate is only ever good on a Super Saiyan because of, you know... What's his card name? DBL3101S. The Super Saiyan Bardock. Of course, applies a buff effect. Nullify enemies' reduced key effects to self. Kinda, I mean, it's alright. Could have been, like, fine. Could have been better. Following effects also occur if there's a defeated battle member. 20% to crit damage for 30 counts, and inflicts all enemies with 5 sub-counts. I think that would have been better if it was just on the normal main ability. But, I mean, you just have to have a dead ally, and then you can get crit damage and crit rate, and then also lock in for 5 counts. I mean, of course, a blue character running around with Ultra Gohan would need to be a lock-in character. Would have to have lock-in. 33% to PO, event exclusive, or movies. Blast attack and defense during battle. Pretty fine. Pretty alright. 25% to damage inflicted against Sun Family or Vegeta Clan. Yeah, because Vegeta Clan's running rampant. The Sun Family damage is fine. Like, that's really good, actually. Sun Family is running around too powerful right now. Applies the following effects itself when battle starts. 90% to damage inflicted, 50% to blue card damage, cannot be cancelled. This is forever? Okay, so this character just wants to spam blue cards, I guess. Reduces damage received by 65%. plus 30% to key recovery, minus 15% to, not 15%, minus 15 to the blue card cost. So instead of costing 50, it'll cost, what? That's simple maths, you can do it, not me. Falling effects occur when this character enters the battlefield, restores own key by 25, and then 50% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, activates once. Gets card draw speed, inflict enemy with plus 15% to damage received for 20 counts. He's giving the enemy a lot of extra damage received. Like, a lot. That's just when entering the field. You're just going to get extra damage on top of making the enemy take more damage. So just enter the field with Broly, spam a bunch of green cards, and then just switch to someone else, and then they're going to blow up. Also applies the following effects yourself if own remaining health with 60% or below, activates twice. Draw blue card next, restore 25% health, key by 40, 20% to extra damage inflicted. Damn. He's getting a lot of blue cards. That activates twice. And the healing on that is insane. The following effects occur upon landing a strike or blast. 20% to damage inflicted for 5 counts. Afflicts all enemy with attribute upgrade, or attribute downgrade, sorry. Plus 60 to all arts cost for 3 counts. That's just when landing a strike or blast? Okay. So, like, drop combos with this Broly are going to be, like, really good. The following effects occur when performing a Vanishing Step. Shortens ally subcount by 2 and reduces enemy key by 30. That's pretty good. Like, if you're able to double Vanish, the enemy is not going to have much key to be able to counter you. But key recovery nowadays are pretty high, so they'll probably just be able to stand still for, like, 2 seconds and then be able to have, like, full key. Applies the following effects itself every time when hit with an enemy strike or blast arts when this character is on the battlefield. Restore health by 3%, plus 10% to health restoration for 15 timer counts. Sorry. He's getting a lot of healing. Following effects occur when changing cover. Shortens ally subcount by 2, randomly destroys 1 enemy card. The following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. 10% health, and restore ally key by 30. Dude, this guy's insane! Why is he a range type? Well, is he a range type just to do extra blue card damage? Because he seems to be a support. Plus the following effects to allies if a tag powerful opponent or movie's character other than this character is a battle member. Plus 50% to blue card damage, and 30% to ultimate and awaken damage. What is this? This character is insane. This is an excellent character to buff up Beast Gohan. The Red Beast Gohan. But you also have to run him alongside a PO character other than this. PO or movies. Oh, so never mind. You just run him on movies with Beast Gohan and he's going to be, you know, nuking. Even more than he already is, and that art is insane. We should also have a Zenkai Awakening. Oh, I want to change that. Awakened. I literally. He's green. There he is. Green Golden Frieza from First Anniversary got a Zenkai for some reason. We seem to be heading into like a PO campaign, but they've labeled it as like a. What was it? Nightmarish enemy or something? They've got like a cool tagline, but it's just another PO campaign, like last time. But it's already off to a better start than last time. Those are some really high stats. Defenses and offenses are pretty high. He's from the Frieza Resurrected saga, which isn't the movies one. Which is what tipped me off to it being just a movies campaign until they dropped like that teaser. Let's go look at his normal strike. Normal blast. Blue card can be taught. That probably happened before. Deals massive slice damage and 25% to extra blue card damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon activation, and 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed on hit. Green card restores own key by 30, 20% to blast damage for 20 counts. Applies the attribute upgrade minus 50% to enemy sustained damage card effects. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions to activate when changing cover for 10 timer counts. Yes, that's really good. That's really good. How much key does that give? 30. It could have been better. Like, that could have been 40. I have no recollection of how this character works, because when I started playing the game, it was the 2nd anniversary, and this Frieza wasn't ever used. Like, he was already, like, phased out. Ultimate deals a massive explode damage, applies the following effects itself upon activation, restore... nullifies endurance for 3 counts, cancels attribute downgrade, and a portion of... Oh, it's an AoE damage. It's got blast armor. That's nice. That's I imagine that's been untouched, except for maybe they changed the damage multiplier. I imagine it was major and they changed it to massive. Here, we can have a look at that. Nope, it was always massive. They just sort of didn't touch the ultimate. Yeah, at all. I think they actually added the cancels attribute downgrades thing. Main ability draws the ultimate Earth Crusher. That's a cool name. Restores own health by 30% and ki by 50, plus 40% to ultimate damage inflicted for 10 counts, plus 40% to ult damage inflicted for 10 counts if own health is below 50%. This character is going to work really well with that free-to-play Broly. Did they make them in order to be ran together? I'm getting that kind of hint, because Broly, you jump in, you do some green cards, and you give the enemy extra damage, and then just make sure that Golden Frieza is below the 50% health to get the extra ultimate damage, and then you hit him with an ultimate, they're going to explode. You're going to be doing so much damage. Z ability, these don't change, but it's 25% to your Lineage of Evil or Frieza Force, Strike and Blast attack. Did they change that actually? They're really old, there's no way... He's got a really good Z ability for his age. Okay, Zenkai ability. Don't be... what's his tags? Don't be Green Transforming Warrior Frieza Force. Green LOE. That's literally the best option. Or, no, Green PO would have been better, because Green LOE... Not very good. But it's better than the other options that weren't PO. Applies the following effects itself when battle starts. 50% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, reduces damage by 60%. Why is it 50% to damage? Why does the free-to-play character get more than that? Broly starts out with 90. Minus 5 to blast cost. Applies the following effects itself from battle start for 100 timer counts. 50% to damage inflicted, 30% to ki recovery and card draw speed. And then minus 5 to blast arts cost. Oh, they're doing the thing where they're making the character act like they did in the show. Because, of course, if you've watched the show, Golden Frieza starts out super strong, but over the course of the fight with Blue Goku, Goku realizes that Frieza hasn't, maintained his form very well. He's losing all of his power. So, longer the fight goes, the worse Golden Frieza's going to get, and you'll want to chuck him off. 30% to damage inflicted against Saiyans. That's already, really good. I would have liked if it was Saiyan and Hybrid. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Draw a blast card, restore 30 ki, 20% of damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, activates once. Inflicts the enemy with plus 35% to damage received for 20 counts. Inflicts the enemy with attribute downgrade, minus 30% to health restoration, minus 30% to ki recovery, and then shortens ally sub count by 2 when this character is switched to standby, activates 3 times. This character is built so well to go with Broly. The sub count manipulation and the damage inflicted is insane. That's, really good. Applies the following effects itself when this character performs a Vanishing Step. Another Vanish Step thing. Is this a... Yeah, this is the first new ability. Restore 30 ki, 20% of damage, increases card draw speed for 15 counts. Applies the following effects to allied tag LOE or Frieza Force when battle starts. 20% of damage and 30% to ki recovery. Following effect occurs when changing cover. Nullifies enemies destroy card effects for 20 counts. Randomly destroys one enemy card. That's kind of useless. Why would you want to have card protection on cover change? You're not doing anything. Your cards don't need to be protected. Applies the following effects itself every time this character uses a strike or blast. 3% health and 10% gauge! What? No. This is a Zenkai? Every single time he's using a strike or blast, 10% vanish gauge. When you vanish, I'm pretty sure it only uses 70% of your vanish. So, all you have to do is do, one combo and you have your full vanish back. Plus, if you're coming off of a fresh cover change, then you'll have card protection, so you'll just be able to keep going. Plus, the following affects itself according to the number of times this character's strike and blast cards have hit. One time, you draw a blast card and get 20 ki. 2 or more times, you get 10% of damage for 10 counts. Hit count resets after they switch. Following effects occur when this character is defeated. You gain 2 Dragon Balls and the enemy loses 2 Dragon Balls. That's a really good Zenkai. I really like that. A lot. That's really good. Really, really, really good. We should have some new equipment. Shut up, Goku. Archive. Ooh, that's new. Please don't be a co-op equip. It's a co-op equip. Special move and ult damage 10%. Strike defense and blast defense 18%. And then strike attack and blast attack 10% when there are 3 PO battle members remaining. And you have to be a PO to equip it. So this, yeah, it's a co-op. I haven't played co-op because I barely do co-op because it's boring. Ooh, yeah, that's it. That's a new one as well. This is plat for green Broly. The really old green Zenkai Broly. 15% to health, 60% to both offenses and defenses, 90% to damage, 90% to key recovery, 15% to health restoration, 30% to blue card damage. This probably does want to spam blue cards off of your green card. Final slot, increases card draw speed, permanently you get card draw speed. Applies the following effects to self upon landing a green card, 50 key and draw a blue card twice. Reduce the enemy key by 10 every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. So every single time this Broly gets hit while he's on the field, the enemy will lose 10 key. That builds up quite quickly. This seems to be pretty good. We'll have to wait and see how good it pairs with his really old kit, because I haven't used this Broly, like, ever. So, I would not know if it works any well. I swear I saw there was another equip somewhere that had Cell on it. Oh, I just went past it there. How do we get this one? Oh, it's the PvP one. PvP equip. Blast attack, blast defense, health, and then crit, and then blast attack if this character is regen. I mean, it seems like a good blast equip, but the crit will do nothing. Yeah, also something to note. Rating Match Proud has gone away. We're back to normal PvP. Let's go. I don't have to go into a treasure battle every time to get a PvP match that's actually fun. Like, I think I played Rating Match Proud at least, like, 9 times total over the course of the 2 weeks that it was active. That shit was ass. That should be it. We went over the equips, we went over the free-to-play, and we went over the Zenkai. Yeah, that's it. That should be everything. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the showcases. I'll see you in the next one. Also, thanks for the support again. See ya.